You can't expect me to just remember what we were just talking about when we just finished talking about it. Be thankful I just remember we were talking about makeup.
Oh my God.
That's all I got. Makeup. I don't remember what we were talking about.
I always expect you to remember, Lisa.
Okay. Hi. Do you know me? Have you just met me? Hi, my name's Lisa. Nice to meet you. I have the memory of a sieve on a good day.
It's here 1 minute and gone the next.
Gone, right? You know, if you haven't written it down, posted it someplace, gone. I
Texted it to
forget it.
you.
Yeah. What I think my concern was is that I feel that my makeup and your makeup is getting a bad rap. It's working too hard. We never give it a break. We do the same thing. And I think makeup's getting bored of us.
How does makeup get bored?
I feel it's bored. It's bored of the same routine, right? What do you do first? You put your foundation on, then you do your eyes, then you do your eyes, then you do your eyes. It's bored. It wants you to mix it up. It needs
Well, you don't do anything other than your eyes. You don't really do much more than that. So yes, I'm sure that your makeup is very bored.
I only know eyes. I only know eyes. My name is Lisa. I'm 55 and I only know eyes.
Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha.
Lisa.
Samantha. SSS.
Nobody needs that.
Really? Okay, really? Shut the fuck up. I did not ask for the opinions coming out of your ass. Shut the fuck up. That's how I feel about that comment to you.
Thanks for sharing.
Right?
The group loves that.
I sent you that little picture and he was like a little shark and he was like so cute. I love it so much.
I know.
It really summarizes a lot of things at different parts of one's day.
You know what? Yes, it does.
Right?
Yes,
and
it does.
The beauty, Samantha, the reason I sent it to you is because I think that we can learn a lot from that little jingle because it teaches us self-control. So instead of us blurting it out, we just think it in our mind.
Oh, because does anybody really give a hoot what you say?
Right? Exactly. Nobody cares. Right? Like, do you care what I say? Not often. Right?
I don't think you care what I say either.
Probably even less than you care about me. Right? You always get mad and say, well, at least I laugh. I know. Sorry. It was funny.
Right? Yeah, don't. So rude. Oh my God. Your fake laugh is the worst.
It's not an intentionally fake laugh. It's just how it comes
out. But yes, it is.
Like very rarely will you catch me in a big belly laugh. Right?
I don't know if you did ever big belly laugh. I think that you would probably hyperventilate.
Right. And then that's just going to lead to trouble.
It's a bad idea.
That's just a bad idea. Right? It's a bad idea. I'm just a little more laid back than you that way, right?
Yeah. See, that's so I hate that laugh so much.
I know. And you hate when I tell people I'm allergic to mushrooms. Yet the one time, friends of the podcast, one time I did not tell the waitress I was allergic to mushrooms. I ordered a steak in Toronto and it was just
glommed. You're not allergic to mushrooms because you still ate the steak that the mushrooms had been on top of. Had you had an actual allergic reaction to a mushroom, you wouldn't have even been able to eat the steak.
Yes, I would have to eat the mushroom to have the reaction.
No.
It's different than the peanut.
No.
It's different than the peanut, Samantha.
Right? Stop. Oh my God. The fact that you and your sister are delusional in this respect. Oh my God.
Just a little different than the peanut. That's all.
I cannot. Right?
We don't do anaphylactic. That's not what comes along with the mushroom. It's probably more like a dairy issue, right? Like if you eat dairy and all of a sudden you get like upset stomach, probably that. And then eventually it will kill us. It's like the life just gets squeezed out of us. Till one of us dies because we ate a mushroom.
If only I believed that.
Well, Guess what? I'm never ever going to take the test.
I know.
So there you go. There you go. Samantha, how's your week been?
Jolly good.
Jolly good, as in like Green Giant. Ho, ho, ho.
Kind of, yeah.
Green Giant. Remember that? Whatever happened to the Green Giant?
He died.
He's still on the can. Is he not still on the can of niblets?
He can still die.
You think he died?
He died.
You think they killed him off?
Probably.
You think he wasn't matching their image anymore?
Probably not.
Canned corn needs something less, I don't know, what's less wonderful than the Green Giant?
Probably a dog dressed up as a corn cob.
Right? I don't know. He had a little jingle. Ho, 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 Green Giant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? I don't think that there's other jingles out there right now like that.
Ho, 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 corn dog.
I don't think ho, 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 corn. No, it doesn't even come off the same, right? If the whole point of that is to make me want to eat the corn, you did not sell me on it.
Fine. I'm not trying to sell you on. I'm just telling he died.
I'm hoping now when I go to the grocery store this weekend, I'm going to check it out. I need to know if the Green Giant is still around.
Prove me wrong. I don't give a shit.
And then did you ever think it was weird that he was dressed in like green petals?
I was odd.
He wore a skirt.
He wore a skirt with tights.
Right?
He looks like he's from like Robin Hood days.
But nobody judged him. Everybody just loved him.
Nobody judged the Green Giant. No.
Nobody judged. Just love, right?
Yeah. Just love. Just a little bit of love.
Samantha, how excited was I yesterday?
Oh, well, Lisa, you got an enforced stay at home.
Right? At T-0 seconds and counting before I walk out the door to go to work. Because we were having a blizzard in Saskatoon. And my boss says, I recommend people stay home. And then she sent a second. I highly recommend it.
Oh.
When your boss says stay home.
You stay home.
You stay home. And I had a snow day. And guess what? I had a snow day and I loved it. I was just a big lazy lump. So I was like in and out of work clothes in like quicker than Superman can put on that cape, eh? Right? Like whomp into Lisa's lazy oversized sweatshirt.
Oh, yes.
Back into pajama bottoms, right? Because the next thing I'm putting my pajama bottoms on because the next thing I do is go to bed at some point.
Oh.
Right?
Did you have a wee nap?
I didn't have a wee nap, but I still wanted to be prepared just in case. Right? You got to be prepared.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that.
I was like...
So did you have like a lump day?
A total lump day.
You had a lump day.
I feel I'm becoming a lump. I feel I'm becoming a total lump.
I think you might be as well.
I think I can excel at lumpiness. Right?
Because it's not being lazy. It's just sometimes you just need a day to just, chill.
Just to be like a day.
Yeah. I mean, when every day turns into a lump day, then maybe get a little concerned.
Right. You can't have every day. Here's a funny question. I know you're more of a couch person than a chair person, right?
Uh-huh. Well, no, now I'm a chair person.
Okay, so maybe you can relate to this. Do you ever find you're sitting in your chair and you're sitting up and like half an hour later, you're like almost completely like slouched straight down. And it's like, how come I didn't notice this movement? Right? It's the same in bed because I sleep on my back. How did I not notice this downward slide at some point? And I'm only readjusting because I'm literally almost in the lie down position. Is it gravity that just brings us down?
Yeah, our fat is dragging us down and moving us. Gravity is just pushing us along.
I feel that's all I do is and then I sit up, and then I sit up, and then I sit up.
Then you sit up.
And
you readjust
down, right?
Yep.
It's the weirdest thing. Yet you don't feel like it's a big slide. It's a big slide.
It is.
It's a big slide. It's weird that we don't notice that slide.
I think that we are not the only ones who potentially have the same issue.
Right.
Friends of the podcast band with us.
Yes. Right. Let us know. Do you sit in your chair and then are you amazed at the fact that you're almost in a lie down position?
Yeah. And all of a sudden, or you're in bed and you're lying there and they're like, how did I move?
How am I so uncomfortable? Because now I'm flat on my back when I'm propped up by 3 pillows and almost sitting straight up. And
oh my God.
And after 45 minutes of TikTok, I'm literally flat down. I'm like, when did this happen? What happened here?
How do you have 3 pillows?
I just use 2, but sometimes I like 3. Because
Oh
I like
my
to be propped up.
god.
Because my dream bed is a chair.
Well, that's true.
Right? All I want is a reclining chair. Get rid of the bed. I just want a reclining chair in my room.
Well, are you kind of maybe a pillow whore? Like, is that what's
No,
happening
because I
here?
hate them, right? So I just like to have backup pillows. Right?
Did you order those hotel pillows?
No, I never did yet.
I
I
feel
know I
like
have to.
you're not
I'm going
committing
to.
to something
I'm
that
gonna
could really
commit.
bring you joy.
I know, right? But that's what I do, right? I wanna do it, and then I don't. I like to
And I'm
wallow in my misery.
well, you are a wallower,
I'm a
Lisa.
wallower, right? I like to stay in the heart of misery. Right?
Oh my god, thank you.
Right?
Finally, you're confessing the right things.
Right? I like to stay in the heart of misery.
What
My
am
name
I?
is
I'm a
Lisa.
wallower.
I'm a
I'm a
wallower.
wallower.
My name is Lisa. I'm a wallower, and I like to live in the heart of misery. Where will you find me? In the heart of misery.
In the heart of misery.
Wallowing. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, the things we learn about you, I tell you.
Right? It's a tell-all. It's a tell-all. Okay. I gotta ask the question.
Oh god.
Was a little concerned on one of your Insta stories
Uh-huh.
when you posted our picture of the Blue Jays and the fake fan.
Uh-huh.
And your caption above it read, if I had coffee in my mouth, I would have spit it out. But I didn't. I didn't have coffee in my mouth, but I had bad words in my mouth that came out. And your caption read,
Yeah.
"Fake fan is overwhelmed." And you know what your best friend said? "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because that's game 2 of spring training. I asked you to put on one Blue Jay outfit on your Bitmoji.
Oh, and that was painful.
And now you're too lazy to change it. We're all out of our outfits now.
Oh, I gotta get out of my outfit.
You're still in your outfit like you're the number 1 fan. But yet here you are complaining that you're overwhelmed.
Because I forgot. Because you made me change my outfit, which irritates me on a good day.
It's good to be in that outfit on game day.
Uh-huh. Congratulations. I did it. Only because you guilted me into it because you're like, Michelle did it. The HHG did it. And I'm like,
HHG did it.
Fuck, bitch. Like, stop with the pressure, man.
Right?
Stop
HHG
it.
kicks it up a notch all the time, right?
I am overwhelmed being the fake fan, and I'm gonna retire. Like, I feel like I'm not capable at this point in my life to handle baseball.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's be honest, right? Your first 2 spring training games, fake fan did not do very well.
No, because I don't care.
Well, can you learn to care? Oh, but
no, because I kind of cared about football, but I really don't care about baseball.
Okay, I'm going to teach you baseball. We're going to go out one night and watch it on the big screen.
No, I don't need to be taught baseball. I know baseball.
Well, then I'm going to get you
I don't need to be taught.
I'm going to get you excited about it. I'm going to get you excited about it. It's not boring.
It's boring.
It's not boring.
It's
totally not boring.
It totally is.
Totally not boring.
You have 100 quadrillion games to go.
162 after this month. Yeah. Right?
And you're wondering why I'm overwhelmed.
And
I'm not watching, nor am I participating every freaking time your stupid Blue Jays have to play.
You don't, but on the weekends, you change into your Bitmoji.
No.
For the 2 weekend games.
Don't tell me what to do with my Bitmoji.
I just want, she needs to spruce it up. She needs to step up her game.
No.
I just want a 2-day commitment, a Saturday, Sunday commitment.
No.
From you. Yes, the rest of the days we'll muddle through without you.
Muddle through.
Right, we'll muddle through without you. Right?
How do they play 160 quadrillion games?
Because they're athletes and that's what they do.
Like, nobody wants to watch that many baseball games.
This girl.
Oh.
This girl. We'll watch every one of them if it works into my schedule. Usually doesn't. I think I probably get about 130 in.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm
overwhelmed.
Sunday.
And
you wake up
back to my IG story.
Right?
I'm overwhelmed.
Right? Saturday, Sunday. You wake up Saturday. I'll send you a message.
I commit to nothing. I'll send
you a message on Saturday. Time to get dressed, Samantha.
And you'll know what that means. That listens to this podcast back me up on this.
We have baseball fans, but they're for other teams.
No.
Yeah, like I think it's Tina, I think is a Houston fan.
Yeah, I'm not playing. I don't want to play.
We're not even there yet. 2 days.
2 days.
If you needed me for 2 days, I would.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I have a hostage update.
Oh my God. Your boyfriend was crazy on the weekend.
For those of you who pay attention to our Facebook page, John posted that apparently my TV is a hostage. It's in a hostage situation. And I'm here to tell you that it is still in a hostage situation because now I'm doing it out of spite.
And sometimes I wonder if he knows you, because that's exactly what you'll do. Right? I will never, dear John, I will never know where she lives out of spite.
Out of spite.
Out of spite. I will never know. She could live there for the next 30 years and I will never, ever know. Why? Because she holds it. Because too many times I asked and she's like, and now I'm done. And now you'll never know.
Right? So, oh my God, Michelle and I have so much more in common than we think.
Right? Right? So now, Mr. Jamingo, you're going to apply the pressure that it's going to stay in the box forever.
Yeah, it's going to stay in the box, man.
Right?
It's a hostage. The hostage situation is ongoing. That's the
send
update.
People into, and you won't even be able to send people in to rescue it because she doesn't tell anybody where she lives.
Nope.
So I can't even be your wingman on that. Sorry. Right?
Oh, God,
as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this guy in all types of trouble he don't even know about.
I will say it was a very funny post.
It was funny. It was funny. And to everybody who commented, it was all funny. It was just total funny.
It was all in fun, but I am out of spite going to keep holding the TV hostage.
I have no doubt. None whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. Right? That was fun.
Yeah.
I do want to mention though, Lisa, that was it last Thursday? You had a very interesting interaction with someone when we were out and about, and it was an age off with a fellow partaker in entertainment on the Thursday night we were out, and Lisa lost.
Totally lost.
She apparently was the older person.
But we weren't totally sure.
Yeah, we weren't totally sure because the lady that she was having the age off with was born in 1990.
But
I think to be true, I think the lady thought that you guys were the same age or close to it.
I think she did too.
Yes.
So she thought I was in around 33.
No, she was 35.
Okay, so hi, really? Okay, so she thought I was.
Oh no, she's probably 33.
Right. So she definitely thought I was under 40.
Yeah. So,
and I get that.
Lisa, looking good.
Put
some more of that hand lotion on your face.
Right. It's all about the Jergens, but the Jergens. And how do you wash your face? Just with the soap and the water. Right. You just soap and water. Treat it like God intended. Soap and water.
Soap and water and a Jergens lotion.
And because it's a body lotion and your face is part of your body.
It's your face. It's different.
It's still part of your body. Still on your body, right? So we got snow this week, Samantha.
We got a clipper, Lisa.
It's an Alberta clipper.
It was aggressive.
It was mean and aggressive. But with that, it made me shake my head at something.
Uh-oh.
As I watched people in their snow blowers, this is what I'm shaking my head at, Samantha. If I'm your neighbor, I might actually be pissed off at you because you're just blowing your snow at me.
Yes.
That's all the snowblower's doing. It's not getting rid of snow. At least when you shovel, you're moving it to a pile. Snow blowing, you're just putting that shit everywhere.
You're putting it out onto the street, making it harder to park.
Putting it on the car. You're putting it you're just causing trouble with the snowblower.
You are.
And I shake my head at it because it's like, there's Mr. Snowblower and he's thinking he's all that because he's got his big snowblower. And it's like, you're just making like the poor dude who didn't have the snowblower and just shoveled have to reshovel your snow.
Well, or shovel more because that's
shovel
rude.
More, right? Because now your snow's on his snow.
Snow blowers. Who knew?
People need to keep their snow to themselves.
Okay, so I do have a point to talk about though, because we're talking about the snowstorm, which made the blower come out, which made people upset.
Right.
I guess I'm curious as to why we use words like clipper to discuss a snowstorm. Like it was the Alberta clipper that hit Saskatchewan. And I'm like, words are important, and when you are describing something, they are very impactful when you use like the strong, emotional, like
That's
it's
true.
gonna hit hard. It's a clipper.
Right.
It's
Gonna be
that.
treacherous. Right?
And
It's
it's
not
like
just bad driving, it's treacherous.
yes, it's not like you know.
You know what I want my weather guy to say in the morning? Shitty drive to work today. Right? Because I know where shitty drive to work fits in. Treacherous, I do not know where treacherous goes.
Okay, so what kind of language do we want them to use? Because I just heard a guy on the news before we recorded talk about something, and he said, "Yeah, it's like putting lipstick on a pig." I'm sorry, this is not what I would consider great journalism.
Right?
You couldn't find other words to describe what you were going to describe by saying, like,
But what does that mean? How does that describe it?
ugly.
Ugly.
No matter what you do, it's ugly.
It's ugly. You can't make it look better. It's just ugly.
You can't make it look better. He could have used different wording. And I'm like, so is this what's happening with journalism? I'm curious. We describe things in aggressive ways, so we freak out. It's a clipper.
It's a clipper.
It's a clipper.
It's a clipper.
Like, I'm just saying, it's a snowstorm and it's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck. Lots of snow coming. Like, I think back in the 80s, I don't think we had these words. I think it was snowstorm or blizzard.
Blizzard.
So if you were gonna get snow, you knew, oh, we're gonna get snow. If you're having a blizzard, ooh, chances are there might be a snow day.
Yeah.
That's all we needed back then.
That's all we needed. But now it's like bigger and better and fluffy and
like we also didn't grow up with wind chill. We didn't need that. It was cold.
Did we not grow up with wind chill?
I don't think so. I don't think people cared. You never heard your mom saying, "Okay, Sammy, just dress really warm because it's -20, but -40 with the wind chill." No, she said it's really cold. Bundle up and get going to school.
Walk to school,
right? Make sure you got your ski pants on.
Freeze your face off.
Right? Make sure you got your ski pants.
Yeah, the only thing that you ever saw was your face, and you're like, shit, I forgot my scarf.
Forgot your scarf that wrapped around, and then you were just eyes. Right? Your only eyes.
Oh,
and everybody walked like the Michelin Man.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because you waddled to school.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
you
gosh.
just knew it was cold.
Those are the days.
It's kind of true though, right? They kind of have now, because now everything is fear, right? Everything is
well, because how are they describing? Sorry, I had to reach because I'm going to dab my nose.
Oh, I haven't had to dab yet.
Because I'm laughing and my nose is dripping. So I apologize for that for those who are going to watch the video.
Happens.
Okay, I got something. It's weird. Okay. So you might even like a little bit. Ooh. Like I'm not going to say it's a lot. You're not going to do it a lot.
It's going to be a good one then.
Why haven't I shake my head too? Okay. I just came across it. It's bizarre. Apparently, a woman got caught falsifying a claim where she was to receive $820,000.
Okay.
Because she has like disabilities.
Okay.
After a car accident.
Gotcha.
The problem is the car accident was in 2017. In 2018, she was seen lifting and throwing a Christmas tree for a Christmas tree tossing contest.
Nice.
And won it. She is making her way through the internet. And I'm like, I don't think you want to be remembered this way, ma'am.
Here's the thing. If I can teach, if my legacy can be anything, Samantha, it is, if I could teach one lesson to the world, it's if you're going to lie, you got to live the lie. You create a lie, you got to, so don't go throwing the Christmas tree because you just have stopped living your lie.
Yeah.
You've now, right? Like you can't, right? Now you've got a legit thing. Now you're throwing in something and now it's just, what a mess.
The beauty of it is that her injuries were apparently to her neck, back, and spine, thoracic spine, and she's tossing this
Christmas
tree. So I shake my head at her. I shake my head at the fact that you didn't think the insurance company wasn't going to find out that you're lying.
I think if you get a big insurance claim like that, I feel that they secretly sick someone on you, and they're always your shadow.
I think that whenever she made this claim, I don't know when she put it in, but they just found it out. So she's not getting shit.
She's getting nothing. She probably got to pay back some money.
So to those who wish to replicate her,
Don't do it. Don't you dare.
Don't throw a Christmas tree and win.
Don't you dare. Don't go into that. Don't go into that contest.
Right?
Right.
Don't put and her picture was in the paper, so that was even better.
Nice. Probably holding on to her big check.
Yeah, and a little certificate because she won.
Right. Nice. I shake my head at her too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So interesting revelation, friends of the podcast.
Oh no.
Yeah, there could be.
I don't know. Do we need to tell them this?
I feel we do. Right?
I don't know. It's going to be hard to explain, Lisa.
But I know, but it has potentially really like long-lasting effects. Right? Right?
It does.
It could change things. It could change things if we don't get it under control.
Yeah.
Apparently, we just learned this, guys. Sam and I, weird as it sounds, we think that we're having allergic reactions to each other. We think we're allergic to each other.
We only found this out on Friday.
It's just new. So we're just
new.
We're just decompressing it now as we speak, right? Right. So that's why we're hesitant, right? Because maybe it was just a one and done.
But as soon as we both were in the car and then both seated at a table because we went out for a Friday night dinner.
Almost flu-like symptoms.
We had flu-like symptoms.
Right? Flu-like symptoms. Stuffy nose, and all of a sudden Sam's like, I think I'm not feeling that great. And I'm like, oh, me neither. Houston, we have a problem.
Well, Lisa, I've always said you're patient zero. On any occasion, you're patient zero.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just, every time we have to get together, I'm going to take a 12-hour long-lasting reaction because I don't want this to break our friendship, Samantha. So I'm prepared to drug up for it.
And I am prepared to stay away from you. So
right. See, that's the difference. That's the difference, right? One wants to isolate and the other still wants the friendship as is. I'll be fine. Wear your mask. Do what you need to do. Right? But apparently we might be allergic to each other.
Apparently we might be. We didn't know how to tell you guys because
it's like an adult allergy, right? Like sometimes as an adult, you just get new allergies. Right? I need to get that on my bracelet, right? Allergic to Samantha. Right? What happens to you when you're around her? I get stuffed up and sometimes my stomach gets a little off. Right? She makes me feel like throwing up or something.
Oh, there you go. That's nice. Yes, let's put that on a piece of jewelry. That'd be awesome.
Right?
You suck.
You suck.
You suck.
You suck more.
I guess I'm curious as to why foods need to look the same because every once in a while I forget a banana looks very much like a plantain or vice versa.
Yeah, or what is it? A sweet potato looks like a yam.
Yeah, well, aren't they the same thing?
No, that they're two different things.
Are they two different things?
I'm sure that they are.
I thought they were the same.
I think that I'm sure they're two different things.
Oh my god!
Right, but they look the exact same.
You know what? And this is the problem, Lisa, is that you and I don't know enough about vegetables.
Right, but it's the same could be said for words, right? Like, why do we got to have like there and there? Right?
And you're and you're.
And why do we have to do that with names, right? Like Terry with a Y and Terry with an I. Just be Terry. How am I supposed to know? Was that with an I? No, with a Y. How am I supposed to know?
But why is Terry with a I and a Terry with a Y sound the same, but Mary with a Y is not the same as Marie with an IE?
I don't know. That's a weird one.
That's fucked up, right?
Yeah, that is messed up. That
is
right?
Totally messed up.
And why is Joanne all in small caps just Joanne and Joanne with a capital A? Like, what the fuck is with that one? Joanne.
Anne.
Yeah, like, what is that? Right?
Joanne.
I have a friend that I grew up with, and her name was Kim, but her full name was Kimberly. And I'm like, that's so funny, right? Like Kim Burley, right? Kim Burley, right? Like. I don't get names, right?
Well, you have a very short one.
I do, and it can only be Lisa. But sometimes, right? I have a dear friend that I used to work with a million years ago. She will call it Lisa with a double E. She'll call it Lisa with a Z. Just depends. Just depends on whatever spelling she feels like bringing out that day.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Like, it's
funny.
just weird, right? And then, yeah, same thing with food.
Right?
Like, what would a plantain taste like? Would it just taste like a underripe banana?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Because I think monkeys like them better.
I don't know. They could.
But yet they're sold in the grocery store near the bananas.
Right.
So they have to be more than cousins because they look too much alike. That's creepy. That's inbreeding. That's something weird if they're not. It's all weird. It's all weird if they're not like,
oh my God.
right? If somebody said no, they're like sisters. Nope. There's some issues.
Nope.
There's some issues, right?
There's some issues.
Your mama somebody was being odd.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God. Okay,
Like,
what else looks the same though?
Like squashes. What's a rutabaga? Rutabaga and a turnip, same thing.
Oh my God, rutabaga and a turnip. Ugh, both two
Right?
things I cannot stand.
I love turnip, but I don't think I want to eat rutabaga. And even carrots and parsnips look the same. One's just a little paler.
One's off-white.
Right? Yeah. So I think that or is it that they've labradoodled them all together to get all these different things?
Or did they just dye the carrot orange?
Oh, maybe
And call it a carrot.
Maybe it's a parsnip. But in cooking shows, they're always like with a parsnip puree.
Oh, it's fancy.
They never say carrot puree.
No, because carrot's not fancy. Parsnips apparently are fancy.
Parsnips sound fancy.
So is carrot like the second cousin of the parsnip? He's like the one that doesn't get invited to the fancy party.
I think carrot lives in the trailer park.
Carrot's in trailer park. It's
a
trailer park vegetable.
Right, with his tank top on, drinking his beer. That's where I see the carrot being.
Okay.
Parsnips like on the east side, living in the top floor. Right?
No.
That's the difference.
It's a bad idea.
I don't know. It's weird, hey?
It is a little bit weird.
It's kind of weird. Okay, speaking of weird, okay. We've talked before that we know that we are closer to our PR pants years than not. Right? We know that, right? We know. We're already in our dribble years, and don't deny it. You don't have to admit it, but don't deny it, right? We're already in our oops. A little bit of pee won't hurt anybody.
Oops, right? I did it again.
Right? Or my don't pee your pants, don't pee your pants, don't pee your pants, don't pee your pants, right? Because again, right, my bladder seems to get very excited at the whole. I don't even think it out loud, and somehow my bladder knows that I'm walking to a bathroom.
Right.
And it just starts. Oh, here we go, right? Like I don't know. It's like crazy. So I saw a commercial for the Tenna pee pad. If that's where we're headed, we got to figure something out. We got to reinvent this guy. That pee pad, Samantha, is the longest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It's not.
Remember back in the 80s? Remember back in the 80s when we got our period and you had that big maxi pad? It's like 3 of them lined up.
I know. It's not pretty.
It goes from like right below your boob, I'm sure, to like halfway down your back on the other side. It's huge.
So gross. Oh my God.
Huge. So not only do you have to work let's be honest, right? Back in the Gen X days, right? When you first became a woman and you had to wear that big bulky maxi pad, right? You were concerned that people would be able to tell. Now you're going to have to be concerned with your pee pad, not only that people can tell, but that now I'm going to have to wear a big enough blouse to cover it up. Because it's so
I don't need to worry about more things. You've just added another level of anxiety.
Oh, I saw it and was just like, no.
I can't.
And obviously, the world doesn't think that women in their pee your pants years are going to be okay with Nick's period panties, because this pad proves, no, actually, you won't be. Right?
But that's like, are those I'm sorry. Why are we talking about this? Are those pee pads only if you can't hold your bladder and then you have to pee in this thing? Not because you have to, like, you're dribbling a little bit, so you want it to, like, capture the moisture. Maybe. I apologize to any man at this point listening to this conversation, and because this is not something that, you know what, we have to talk about it, but men, you don't have to listen to it, because
No, they do, because one day they're gonna have to go to the grocery store and buy them for the wives.
Well, maybe they need a pee pad too, though, and we just don't know.
Right?
Like they dribble out of their penis too.
Yeah, but I bet you it's just like a little round circle, probably sticks on the end, right? It's not something that they're shamed with.
I just
Ugh.
I think we need to stop talking about this because I'm now officially a little bit anxiety riddled, and I'm going to blame you.
That's fine.
I'm not looking forward to that. I just, there has to be something we can do.
I don't know. That pee pad just stopped me dead in my tracks.
I feel like we need to figure this out.
Well, I think so, right? I mean, I get that there's a pull up and that's fine, but
there is
but I feel
the
that's
adult
different.
pull up. Yes, called Depends, because they're so much better.
Yeah, right. Because I think still, right, probably have to go up a size in your pants.
But we don't want to shame people for wearing them, because if you need them, you need them.
Yeah.
But I guess to your point is, can we not make something better?
Can we just do something a little bit better? Like,
they
seem very barbaric, right?
But
and if we're all headed there, then let's at least.
That's with most feminine products, like most products that deal with women with menopausal issues or downstairs stuff with your vagina. Like, it's archaic on a good day.
Yeah, it's a good point.
And the rhetoric comes from, the male part of our society.
They have not updated the pee pad since 1942.
Oh,
a lot. It's a lot like dentistry, right? Still a really barbaric experience.
Oh my God.
Right? Like dentistry is the one medical profession that I feel has not changed their tools since I went there when I was 5.
Well, you don't have to wear that. Remember when you went to the dentist, you had to wear that
rubber dam.
Yeah, you don't do that anymore.
Oh, that's good. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
Right.
So, well, for someone who has fake teeth.
Yeah, I don't have to do that anyways. Which is kind of nice. I'm just saying, right? I don't know what we're going to do as we approach our pee pad years.
I don't know, Lisa. Get on it. Invent something.
We got to figure this shit out, man. We can't go forward like that.
We can't rely on others.
We cannot. We have to take matters into our own hands, Samantha.
I do believe that's what we're going to need to do.
We got to do this.
Okay. Right. Well, I need to bring this up because it bothered me when I saw it. Of course, God bless TikTok. It gives me so much to think about and to ruminate. I saw a TikTok where the younger generation was freaking out because they think adding in punctuation to a text message is aggressive. Are you mad at me? It's passive aggressive. And better yet, it scares them.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Grow up. It's called learning your grammar.
Yeah,
it's called grammar.
Right. Right. And I get in a text message, we don't necessarily use proper grammar, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't know how to.
Apparently, any form of punctuation.
Wow.
Freaks them out.
Really? They just like the big one sentence.
Are you mad at me? Why are you being so aggressive? Why are you being passive? Seriously, as I'm looking at this video and I'm like, it's called punctuation. The world grew up with it. We learned it. Just because you live on your phone and don't need to add in a comma or period or an exclamation mark or whatever you need doesn't mean that it doesn't exist and it's not right.
Exactly. Right. That's a good point. It was funny on Live with Kelly and Mark one day last week. They were talking about how Mark does that Stump Mark show?
Yes.
One of the ladies who's on it, her thing was, I'm a teacher or I'm something else. And he didn't believe that she was a teacher. So he was grilling her. And Kelly says, explain where a colon goes. And she could explain it. And I said to Mike, that's a fucking teacher. That's a teacher.
That's a
semicolon.
Teacher.
We can explain semicolon. Colon? Nothing. I got nothing for you.
I got nothing for you.
Got nothing for you. Who knows what? I got no idea. I can hear where a colon goes. Semicolon? Nothing.
No.
Nothing. So yeah, dear younger generation, grow up. Right? Grow up. Okay.
Just because you don't find it useful doesn't mean that we don't.
Right. We're not banning it. We're not banning grammar. Right? We're not ending grammar anytime soon.
No, we're not.
Right? Okay, just so we know, right? We're not doing that. Okay, so Saturday Night Live, did you watch it?
I watched the clip that everyone was talking about.
Okay, so I watched all of it, right? And I think your boyfriend did too. So I still watch Saturday Night Live every week in hopes of it being a good one.
Yes.
And it was a good one.
Oh.
And the host was Shane Gillis. He's a stand-up comedian. And all I thought was, so he tackled a few sensitive topics, right? He talked about he had a niece with Down syndrome, which technically is not a funny thing.
No.
But how he delivered it and how he turned it back to him was hilarious. It was really, really funny. And all I thought was, dear Shane, you need to teach Matt Rife how to joke about sensitive topics, because comedians are allowed to talk about sensitive topics, right?
Yeah. George Carlin did it all the time.
As long as they can find a way to make it not uncomfortable for the person listening. And he made it perfectly not uncomfortable. It was fun and lighthearted, wasn't mean or hurtful. It was just fun. And I'm like, that's what comedy is right there.
Yeah. I watched his opening monologue.
Right? And it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Right?
It was good.
You know,
I'd never seen him. I had never seen him before. I had never paid attention to him.
No, neither had I. No, neither had I. So it was a good one. I thought, good on you, Saturday Night Live.
But apparently he, of course, like all things, he's getting backlash.
For what?
He said Down syndrome people were called the R word back in the day.
And they were, unfortunately.
Yes. And he used it. And so he's getting a little bit of backlash for that. And then he's also getting some backlash around something else he said too, but I can't remember. But this guy went through it, and I'm just like, I mean, it's his life. He was talking about his life.
He's talking about his life. And you know, and unfortunately, right, like all things, that was a word that was used and it shouldn't have been. We didn't know better. Now we know better, so we don't use it.
No.
Right? And I think that sometimes I feel bad for comedians, because I think sometimes people don't realize that, you know what? Like sometimes they do joke at what once was. Doesn't mean that they think that it should be brought back.
Yeah. Well, just to maybe show us the ridiculousness of it.
Right. Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
I don't know, but it was an interesting monologue. I did not watch any other part of it though.
There were some good skits.
Okay. Yeah. Was it fun? Was he quick?
I thought he was quick. I thought the skits were good. I enjoyed it.
So this is a 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up from Lisa.
2 thumbs up from this girl.
I'm not going to thumb up it because I don't know, because I did not watch it, because I don't watch SNL because I find it boring.
But if you don't ever watch it, you'll never ever find the gems until after the fact.
That's true.
Just saying, sometimes it's nice to find those gems on Saturday.
Okay.
Right? That's all I'm saying about that, Samantha.
Okay, so T Swift, right? She's in Sydney and now she's going to Thailand.
Yes, she is.
And she's touring. But apparently Miss Swift has given Travis some rules to live by. Okay. Apparently he cannot partake in adult entertainment rooms. Or take suggestive pics with female fans.
Interesting.
I think that is just common sense.
Should be common sense, especially when your girlfriend's Taylor Swift and everything is scrutinized.
Oh, yes.
However, he's a bit of a bad boy.
He is a bit of a bad boy. I think when he starts having fun and then there's some beverages involved.
I think he throws caution to the wind.
Yes, I think it really depends on who he's with as well.
Yes, so I feel that T Swift, Lisa's prediction for this relationship to work out, he's going to have to tone down his ways a little bit.
He's going to have to make a shift, Lisa.
I feel he's going to have to make a shift for this to be a long-lasting relationship.
I think that if he's serious,
right,
and he's not getting any younger,
right,
he could calm his shit down. I'm not saying he can't have fun. His brother had fun. We watched him have fun.
I think there's a difference.
Jason had a good time.
Right? I think if you're Taylor Swift and you see your drunken boyfriend on a float saying, "Lot of friends and having to be held up, you made me not happy. Just like we wouldn't be happy if our significant other was on that float doing that either. And the world got it, right? Be like, are you kidding me?
I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Did you need to act like that in public?
Yeah.
Did you forget that there's people that I work with that might come back and say, hey, I saw blah, blah, blah. Right?
I just yeah. So now I want to be on that they're going to stay together train.
I feel it's
and
50/50.
Now I feel like I am just after some previous behavior, and I don't want to be influenced by the crap that people sling, you know, around on TikTok and social media in general about their relationship. I don't want to fall into that, but
I think the thing, hopefully Travy's going to understand is how important her brand is.
Yeah, he needs to keep busy.
And how pure her brand is, and that her brand really is primarily geared towards young girls.
Yeah, like she swears in her songs, and
she does, and
she's getting older.
Looks like she likes to have some drinks and have a good time.
Yeah, she's getting older, so her fans hopefully will get older as well. Yeah. And you know, if there's young ones, the parents parent. Right. That's what you do. That's your job, to parent.
But I don't think I've ever seen Taylor Swift get carried out of a bar.
Nope. We've never seen that. Nope, because she keeps her side of the street clean. Right. If we can reference a song.
And sometimes I think Travis forgets the broom.
Right? He forgets the broom. He forgets where the broom goes.
Right? He forgot the waistband to put the stuff in if he ever does find that broom.
Oh my God. I think we just need to leave these two little lovebirds alone.
Yeah.
And let them fly away and do whatever it is that they want to do.
And let's see, do we think that she'll be at the next Chiefs game in June or whenever football season starts?
Oh yeah, because it'll start up in a few months.
We'll have to see. I think they start in September or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's going to be the next few months are going to be telling.
I think
so. Going to be telling, Samantha.
Well, and then you told me to watch the TMZ special on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So I watched it and I'm like, oh my God, all this is speculation.
I know, right?
Like it's just speculation after speculation. And I'm like, I've just wasted an hour of my time.
No, because I'm a speculator. I'm a speculator, Samantha.
And then they had relationship experts, and then they had there are actually two people that I recognized, and that it was what's his name, Dr. Phil.
Oh yeah, Dr. Phil
spouting about stuff, and I'm just like, come on, how much did you get paid to do this show?
Right. But okay, so soon TMZ will probably print out the next Wendy Williams one too.
Oh God, Wendy is not good.
No, we just downloaded her documentary.
Her new one. Yeah, that's not good.
I think she's in a bad spot, and we love Wendy.
I love Wendy, but apparently a diagnosis came out, and I'm sure you guys have heard it, that she has aphasia, just like Bruce. She has the same thing as Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
and apparently that's why she's erratic and she's forgetting and stuff is happening.
And I think maybe Wendy Williams surrounded herself around not the best people.
Well, I caught a clip of her son talking, and it sounds like there were a lot of people who were not
very good to Wendy.
Yeah. Who were not protecting her the way they should have. So
come on, Wendy, how you doing? Right?
I miss her.
I do too, right? I do. And I think the diagnosis is extremely sad because I think she was a really talented, funny lady. Mm-hmm. And I think I hate when people with money get taken and fall into the hands of bad prey.
Right.
Like, come on. Okay. Speaking of prey. Right? Okay. Is it just me? Friends of the podcast, anybody else with this? Is it just me? Or are the grocery store rotisserie chickens a little bit slimy? They smell good.
Uh-huh.
But do they even smell good, or do they smell like a toot? They smell a bit like toots, don't they? It's like the toot section right under that heat lamp. Toots. Because that's what it's making
They
us do it
smell
after
like
we
a
eat it, right?
toot.
They smell
Yes.
like a toot. Eventually, you're gonna toot, and you're
Uh-huh.
gonna smell like a toot.
Yeah.
And they're kinda slimy.
Can I just ask that you not ruin rotisserie chicken for me?
I feel I'm ruining it. Sorry. How
Yeah.
okay. We can
Slimy
still
and
eat it.
smelly. That's great. Awesome. I just like, can we just not discuss food in a way that makes me not wanna eat it anymore?
Okay, but maybe you shouldn't be eating it.
I don't know, like, you took me off of potatoes
No,
because you
I
became
didn't.
this potato
No,
person.
because I like one type of chip,
Yeah,
right?
and then for some reason, I can't eat steak when I'm around you because it's just like it goes against everything that I
Why?
know.
Why?
I
This
know.
is on you, hey, you're weird. That's what's happened. You become weird.
Yeah, I've become weird, and now you're gonna ruin rotisserie chicken.
Well, I feel rotisserie chicken can be ruined.
No, it shouldn't be ruined. It's
We're just keeping it under a hot lamp for
yeah.
hours and hours
Grr.
and hours.
Gets slimy and
It's
smelly.
slimy and
And it's in its
smelly.
own juices and, what if it's icky
And then it's
juices? Bleh.
coagulating and
Coagulating, that's a good word, hey?
right? Because that's kinda what it does, right?
Coagulate.
Kinda coagulates, right?
It's gonna coagulate.
I'm not trying to take any I resent and you know what? You shut your mouth. I resent you saying I ruined steak for you.
You did. It should be it's just, because
Why?
you obsess
Why?
because you know what it is?
Because I like a steak.
When you start to obsess about something, that's when I lose interest.
How do I obsess about steak?
You obsess about potatoes. You obsess about Parmesan fries,
I
truffle
said
Parmesan fries,
I like truffle fries.
right?
I've
And
never
then
once
you
said, "And
ruined
I prefer you
potatoes
not
for
to eat them now."
you ruined potatoes.
Well, that's on you because I don't even eat other potatoes.
And then because you obsess about steak, you've ruined steak.
How do I ruin steak? It's a great thing. Eat it if you want it.
And I don't. And you give me the gears all the time.
I know because you want Anna burger. I'll get Anna burger.
And a burger.
I'm just gonna get a burger. Really? You want a burger?
Actually,
get a burger?
pizza. Pizza.
Yeah, or I'll get the hot Hawaiian pizza, please. Fine, get that when you go to Domino's. Because you eat weird food at the wrong places.
I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
I think you eat weird
What about
food.
when I like salmon? Do you get all weirded out with salmon too?
No.
Oh,
For some reason, no. Not yet.
You're holding on to salmon. Holding on to salmon. I'm not giving her salmon.
I'm not giving her salmon, god damn it.
Right? I feel you never were a big steak person to start off with.
I was.
Well, why? Not only one
You've
person
ruined.
at the
I don't know.
restaurant can have steak.
Somehow, Lisa, you've ruined it for me, and I feel like people will be on my side.
I'm not taking this one for the team. No,
I think you should.
No, there's lots of people eating steak, and you too can be one of them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep going on this vein of we're judging people. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Can anyone really pull off leopard print?
No. Should we wear animal print?
I have never successfully worn an animal print without feeling slightly odd about it.
Right. You and I both once had leopard print. Remember we had leopard print cardigans.
We did too.
Remember? They were different, but remember one time we were going out and we both had been wearing that at our respectable jobs that day. Different jobs showed up. I'm like, nice sweater. Nice sweater.
We're gonna look the same. This is awesome.
And you're right. You already feel awkward in leopard print.
Yeah, you already do. And honestly, the only person that pulls off leopard print for some stupid reason, and I just saw it again today or the other day on my social media, Scary Spice.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
She's the only one that carries off leopard print.
Yeah.
She had leopard print everything. And I'm like, you're literally the only person who can carry that off. I've never seen anyone do it well.
But I kind of feel like that too, like with camouflage. Like I saw on my social media, I'm like, oh, do I ever love that? It was a pair of camouflage drawstring, like 3/4 length pant, like kind of a loose fitting, like casual pant. And she had on like a green t-shirt that matched it.
Yeah.
She did not for 1 second look matchy. And then when I put myself in that picture, I'm like, sir, yes, sir. Right? Totally all I thought was, God, how am I all why am I all in green?
Why are you going hunting?
Why am I going hunting? Who am I hiding from?
Right.
Right? And yet here's this girl in the picture looking like $1,000,000.
Yeah, looking like
She had on a pair of
$100
white sneakers. I'm like, I got white sneakers.
I bet
could
she
pull
looked
that.
super cute.
She did, and I'm like, I could pull that exact outfit off and look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know if just maybe body type, personality, just not pulling it off.
I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Right? You should be able to, but you can't.
No.
But you can't.
I do feel like this is the proper platform for this comment. And I'm just going to say it. I have very few rules of fashion because I feel like you should wear what you want to wear, right?
You are that girl.
I don't want you to feel like you should be restricted. However,
I'm about to restrict you.
I'm about to say one thing. I need people to never wear a Lululemon pant in whatever color you have as a dress pant. I need people to understand that Lululemon pants are freaking spandex.
And they're for the gym.
For exercising.
For exercise.
They are not meant to be worn in a dressy setting. They don't belong with anything other than a running shoe.
Right. Do you remember I had a staff member years ago who thought because her Lululemon was black, it was a dress pant. I'm like, no, what I'm in is a black dress pant. If you look closely, you will not see any part of me through them. That's the difference.
Your derriere should not
show.
be well molded by your pair of pants.
By your dress pant.
Right. That's not a dress pant.
Not a dress pant.
That's a stretchy pant. Right. That's an exercise pant.
An exercise pant meant to bend with you as you exercise.
Yes.
Not meant to stay nice and crisp as you work at your job.
I understand that my previous statement, judgy is shit. Whatever. Get over it.
We're judging.
The only reason I bring this up is because my niece, who just turned 13, happy birthday, Shelby. She is in love with Lululemon. Now she goes to dance. So all of her dance buddies, they do the Lululemon. So she's got the cute little fanny pack, shoulder sling bag. You know, she's got a shirt and whatever, but now she wants the $100 trillion pant. Right. Apparently a basic Lululemon pant is $98. It's a piece of spandex.
Is there no knockoffs at the Walmart?
I think so. But anyways, I just looked at her I looked right at her and I said, Shelby, I don't have many rules, but and then I told her my rule around Lululemon pants. Yeah. And she's like, she goes, I won't. And I'm like, thank you. Auntie Sammy has very few rules. Right. This is one of them.
In writing? That's one of them. Right? We're going to need that in writing, Shelby.
Yes. So, for those of you who wear spandex pants as dress pants.
That's all we got to say about that.
I sit in silence for you.
And remember to direct that email to Samantha. Because for once, Lisa has kept her big mouth shut.
Oh, that's funny.
That's kind of funny. Okay, listen here. Right. So the HHG, she sends me a meme the other day, or a reel or something. All right. From Jay Farrow. I think he's a comedian, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so, right? Uh-huh. And it's of somebody has cooked a piece of salmon in the dishwasher.
What?
So I looked this up because I'm, me, curious by nature.
Uh-huh.
It's called dishwasher cooking, and it's a real thing. You can cook anything in the dishwasher.
No.
Yeah, you can cook steak in the dishwasher.
No.
You can do vegetables in the dishwasher, salmon in the dishwasher. No. There's recipes for dishwasher cooking.
That's gross.
Hi.
That's gross.
Why do we need to put the salmon in when the dishes go?
Why do people do that? Why do you need to reinvent how to cook something in a dishwasher?
I get isn't that sous vide where it goes in the water?
Yeah.
That's a form of cooking. I get that. But here's the thing. A dishwasher's, no matter what you think, a dishwasher is never clean. No. It always has soap residue or yucky bits of food. And now I'm cooking my supper in it.
Ugh. And you know what? And that's very elitist of whoever decided to put out dishwasher cooking, that's assuming people all have a dishwasher.
Right.
So now you've just excluded a portion of the world that is not fancy enough to have a dishwasher.
Yeah. Like we have a dishwasher, but we don't use it. So the Gibsons can't even participate because we don't use it. We have a no use dishwasher clause.
I think it's a stupid clause that you have, but whatever.
We seem to be just fine. Right? We have clean dishes, plentiful at all times.
At all times, yes.
I can always find a fork.
Yes.
I never have to wash one because I want to have a snack. They're always there in the drawer where they live. That's the difference. But you imagine dishwasher cooking.
Rule number 2, don't use your dishwasher as cooking.
Dishwasher's to clean, not to make your supper in. Right? We got a stove, we got an air fryer, we got a
my God.
We got enough things that we can cook.
We have like slow cookers and hot pots and Instapots and every pot. Like, come on.
We don't need dishwasher pot.
That was somebody who was totally bored and decided, let's see if this works.
And then apparently it does, but no thank you.
Ugh.
That's gross, eh?
I'm going to pass along. I'm going to pass that. I'm going to no.
I'm going to say a no to that.
I'm going to say no.
Say no.
See you later.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare cook salmon in the dishwasher.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Okay. I'm going to dare talk about Facebook Tuesday. You guys, you hated sorry. And we're not sorry that you hate sorry.
Not sorry that we hate sorry.
No.
Did anybody even play sorry? I couldn't even tell you how to play sorry.
A lot of people were like, I've never played it, so it's got to go. And then, but perfection, a few people started saying it stressed them out. And I'm like, oh,
totally right. It was
interesting.
Like perfection in my childhood was like a game that was totally only stress riddled. Right. And like just totally right. Like, oh my God, not fun.
Okay. But there were a few like, I hate Monopoly. And I'm like, okay, I get you. I understand that. And then I don't want to play the game of life. I'm already doing life. Well, that's true. It's true enough. And it's funny because it is only if I were to play the game of life would I ever have babies. Because
yes, game of life.
You gather babies.
Right?
I'm like, it is a stupid game. It is a
bad game. It was always a bad game.
It's a bad game. But only one person that I saw chose Operation. And for me, that bzzzt, when you got it wrong.
Yeah. We didn't really get to play with Operation because my mom wanted games with no sound. So even when we played with Simon, volume off.
Of course she did.
Right? So yeah, you can play with Simon, but no sound on. No sound
on. And only one person picked Battleship. And it's like, oh, interesting.
So Battleship was the winner, really. It was the one people would keep.
Apparently.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right, guys. That was fun.
Right.
We appreciate you delving back into your, childhood.
Yeah, kind of good times.
For the games you played. But Lisa.
Samantha.
So excited.
Oh my God. And you got to it before I did.
We got mail.
We finally got mail.
We got an email from Brittany Noble. Brittany, how you doing?
Brittany, where are you from, Brittany?
Yeah, you've got to tell us where you're from.
Yeah,
I don't think we know.
We don't know.
She reached out by email and did something that I've asked all of you other people to do.
Which you haven't.
But you haven't. And she had lovely things to say about us. This is what she said. I wanted to reach out and just say how much joy and laughter your podcast brings to me. You two are hilarious and so fun to listen to. I find myself literally laughing out loud as I listen, and it's a highlight of my week. Thank you for being you.
Right?
She likes us. That's
she
good.
Likes us. She really likes us, Samantha.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
And then when I replied back to her, because I'm like, oh my God, we got our first email. She's like, she couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe that nobody had ever reached out.
Right.
Hint, hint.
Right.
And she's like, I can't believe you don't get more. Sheesh, where's the love?
Exactly. Where is the love, right? we get lots of memes and lots of cool things, but we don't get like lots of like, hey, you two, thanks for making us laugh.
Now, just know, guys, we know that you reach out on our socials, and we appreciate that you do that.
Totally, we do.
But it was just so exciting to actually
Sometimes it just makes people's heart happy, hey, to open up an email.
And I did get it. I was like, "What?"
I know. So cool.
And I didn't even tell you about it. I responded first.
I know, and then I read it, and I'm like, "What? What is this? What is this of I read?"
It was so much fun.
It was awesome.
So thank you, Brittany. Thank you for taking the time to write us an email. And I do want to also mention Andrea Grazina reached out and sent a poem about potatoes to me because she knew that I would enjoy it. And I did. It was really funny. So guys, you know what? If you want to send us funny things or, say hi or whatever, you know how to reach us. And
we appreciate all of it.
It was really cute. So thanks. It really did make our week.
We love that.
So you know how to get a hold of us, guys. We do have the socials. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We do have YouTube, which is I Shake My Head. You can get the full recording. You can watch us. You can watch me wipe my nose today. That's exciting. Put on some lip stuff because my lips are dry. It's all very exciting.
Because we're allergic to each other.
We're allergic to each other. We do have Patreon too. It's patreon.com/I Shake My Head. For as little as $2 a month, you get the episode early and an extra episode every month. And we also are on the Sheed Podcast Network. So if you want to go there, it's sheedpodcast.com/I Shake My Head.
Samantha, how do you
know?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Well, it sounded like you had something to say.
Well, okay. I was just going to say you can listen to us on any podcast app, though.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
And we just ask that you just download and subscribe.
If there's one jump the gunner in this friendship, it's this girl.
Talk her over.
And talk her over, right? It's not on purpose. I just do.
Right?
Yeah. So all these things that still bug you after all this time, you should be used to it by now. Right?
All right, Lisa.
I'm just saying. Okay. This is an important question that I want us to delve into. Okay. How do we feel about read receipts?
What does that mean?
Like when you send an email, there's an option where you can put read receipt. So when the person who receives your email has read it, you can see that they've read it.
Oh, I apparently have never done that before.
Oh, I'm going to start doing it all the time, I think. Right? Because then oh, that's interesting. They've read it. They just haven't replied back. That's what it means, right? But on the other hand, it's also a little bit like kind of like a thanks in advance.
It's
right?
No, it's worse. It's
worse. It's kind of like it's snooping. Hey?
It's like
invasion of your privacy.
Yes. It's like, yes, I see your email and yes, I clicked on it, but I have like 5 other things I need to be doing right now. And this is not one of them.
Well, a little message is going to come up saying the sender would like you to click on that you've seen the email. I can't believe you don't know of this.
I think I've seen it once or twice.
Yeah.
But I have never done that because I don't want to force upon someone to immediately respond back to me if they have a busy day.
I don't need them to immediately respond back. I just need them to know that I know that we've both seen that you've read it.
You're such an asshole.
That's what I want. I don't care when you get back to me, but just know I know that you read it. Right? I can see you. I can see you.
You're an asshole.
I know it. I know what you're doing.
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Funny though, hey?
Yes, it is a little bit funny. Now, I shake my head. I'm shaking my head at the fact that nobody told me that Mary from Sister Wives was dating or had a boyfriend.
Because nobody admits that they watched that show.
I had to learn on TikTok or Instagram, I think. I don't know, one of those stupid socials, that she was now splitting from her 4-month relationship with her boyfriend. And I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me? I'm shaking my head at the people around me. Our group of friends of the podcast did not inform me. We talked about the Sister Wives.
Yeah, but it wasn't very pleasant talk.
But why didn't anybody tell me this?
Like nobody cares. We put them we buried them.
Mary is on the road to happiness.
Ugh, who cares? Mary's weird. Mary was a sister wife. There's no happiness. She's got no happiness in her heart.
She does have
She
happiness
does
in
not.
her heart.
She was a sister wife, and that's messed up, man. They move until it's legal. Move,
Yes,
move.
But apparently they can break free and marry only one gentleman and be both perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, like the rest of the world. Right? Why does that sister wife husband not go to jail like Warren Jeffs, who had all those kids, those children that were his wives?
Well, now he can't go to jail because he doesn't have all those wives anymore.
Yeah, but still, right? Like why is that not against the law?
He's legally only married to the one that he's living with right now.
Oh, you know what? I feel that there's double standards, and I'm going to tell you, and I've been mad about double standards. You know why? Because my General Hospital, and then I follow the discussion group, right? Because I'm a super fan. I'm a super duper fan.
Uh-huh.
So on General Hospital, there's 2 women who are consenting adults, and they have a loving relationship.
Uh-huh.
They're exploring that relationship, right? Nothing wrong with that at all.
On the soap opera.
On the soap opera, right? So they're a new couple that have just found love, right?
Uh-huh.
On the soap opera. The people in the discussion group, oh my God, you would have thought that you had jumped back into like 1970 with the amount of bigotry and ignorance. And it's like, come on, people, right?
That's rude.
This is really where people are still at. Like, I was like so mad, right? And then I started chiming in, and I'm like, hey, I gotta back out. I had to back out because I was getting mad, right? Because I'm like, how can people be this? Like, how can we be this ignorant still? Right?
You'd be surprised.
I know, right? And the thing is at the end of the day, can't we just be happy that people are happy? And I get that it's a soap opera, but the messages being put on this discussion board, that has nothing to do with the soap opera. That's people's true feelings, right?
That's how they feel in the day-to-day life.
Right? They bring God, and in comes God.
Oh.
In comes God, right?
Stop
I'm like,
it,
I don't know.
people.
Pretty sure I thought God taught us not to judge people.
Yeah, well, apparently.
Right? And I thought God just wanted people to love. I don't know. That's my God, but that's just, I guess, a different God than the mean God that these people seem to worship.
Uh-huh. Or they're just, they grew up small and that's all they've ever known.
Right? And they can't break away.
And they can't break away from the small-mindedness that they grew up with.
And again, I have no problem if people view things differently than I do, right? That's totally okay. God gave us freedom of choice. Everybody can think what they want, but to put the amount of ignorance into comments, it's like, that's not okay.
But it's interesting because is Days of Our Lives still on?
I think so. Yeah.
There's like a few storylines on that soap opera
Yeah.
that involve 2 men in a loving relationship.
GH has had tons of 2 men in a loving relationship.
So was it only the women that they have problems with?
Apparently the women ruffled the feathers.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? And I'll tell you, it was steamy.
Oh, that's why.
Maybe, right? Because
that's why
it was steamy.
Yeah, that's why.
Right?
I don't need to see that in my daytime TV.
Right. But yet I want to watch the daytime smutty TV.
Right.
We watch soaps for the steam.
Right?
Because
they
get steamy.
They get steamy.
Right? And that's why women like it, because we feel it's still safe ground, right? You can enjoy a little visual steam without being at the sex store buying a rental or something, right?
Buying a rental.
I'm just saying, right? It still seems tasteful.
Okay. I hope you're not suggesting that. I hope you're only suggesting that it's a videotape that they're renting and not.
I know what?
Something that vibrates.
We'd have to talk to Fancy Nancy about that.
I hope they don't rent out those things. Because that would be so gross.
Ew, don't rent. That's like bowling shoes, right? Maybe people should just be able to bring their own now.
Right.
Right? Like, some point, I don't want to put something in something that's been used by other people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about bowling shoes. I'm talking about bowling shoes.
No,
yes,
you're
my
not.
feet in bowling shoes does not excite me. That's where I'm going with that. I'm just saying, right? I was just surprised at the amount of ignorance.
Oh, that sucks.
Right? I want my afternoon steam. No matter who's doing it.
Oh my God.
Right?
All
Right?
right.
Right? It was like when, remember back in the day when every person at 11 o'clock at night secretly stopped as they were clicking TV on Queer as Folk. Right? Because we couldn't believe it was on TV, but then yet you stopped and you were like, "Ooh."
Whoa, there's some weird stuff
Right?
happening.
So it's some sort of a weird pleasure, right? That
Yes.
whatever.
Okay.
Anyways, it's a soap opera,
It is a soap opera.
right? It's a soap
Uh-huh.
opera. Sorry that nobody told you about Mary.
Yes. Thank you.
I gotta shake my head. I'm shaking my head at you. I'm shaking my head at you and the fact that you're perfectly okay if a kid darts out in front of the car and you hit them.
I am not. Oh
Totally,
my God.
totally
I
what I
did
got from
not
that.
speed through the school zone.
You did. You
I
were
was going the
complaining about this,
appropriate speed.
why is it gotta be this speed? Why is it gotta be so slow? And then as I tried to
'Cause the
explain to you,
girl,
it's so
the
we didn't
person,
kill kids.
stop talking. The person in front of us was going 30 and it was after 7 o'clock, and we can go 50 in the school zone after 7 o'clock.
But it's good
All I
practice.
want,
Good
all
practice.
I wanted was the person to go 50, not 30.
It's good practice.
And then they did some weird shit, and all I thought was, please don't turn around and make me have to follow you out of Lisa's
No,
neighborhood.
I still shake my head at you, and I felt that you had a negative attitude towards
I did
preserving
not.
life.
I did not have a negative
Right?
attitude towards preserving
Right?
life.
Felt like you did.
Oh my God.
Totally, that's how it seemed.
No, and I totally was not.
Right?
Nope.
Right? So even if it's
I want to preserve life wherever it may be.
unless it's a slow speed life.
Unless it's a slow speed
Unless
through
I
the
gotta
school
do it
zone.
slowly, then I'm not too happy about it.
Oh my God. Yes, Lisa. I am a horrible, horrible person.
Just saying, I was shaking my head at you a little bit.
I don't care about the school zones.
There you go, friends, the podcast.
Oh God, shut up. Okay, I got something for you, big
Okay.
mouth. I would like you, Lisa, to use the word dubious in a sentence.
Dubious.
Dubious.
Can I have the spelling, please? Can I have the origin?
I don't have the origin. Dubious. Definition of dubious: hesitating, doubtful, suspicious, suspect.
And you want it in a sentence?
I would like it in a sentence, please.
Ooh, seems like a trick question. Can I phone a friend? No, because the only friend I would have is the HHG, and she's not going to know it either.
She's not going to know it either.
I feel that this question is very dubious.
This is my new kick is I'm going to bring in a new word
for me to try and explain.
Right? I came across dubious in a I don't know what I was reading something, and I'm like, that's a good word.
Nobody uses dubious. Dubious, right? That is a good word.
It's a great word.
That was kind of fun. Okay, here's a question for you. Do you remember your teenage crush and school dances?
Oh, school dances were the worst.
No, remember, all you wanted by the end of the night was to be slow dancing to "And They're Buying a Stairway to Heaven." That's all you wanted. You just wanted two little hands on your back pockets.
On your ass. Oh
right,
my
on
God.
your ass. And that song
God.
playing in the background, right? And you just side to side, right?
Side to side, rocking side to side.
Nobody, we didn't know around yet. We didn't know around.
We didn't know around. Side to side.
Stairway to heaven.
I just found dances awkward as shit.
They were so, especially like when they did them in public school.
Ugh.
We had public school dances. That was awkward.
Yeah, and high school dances weren't any better. And
right.
God, they were just so awkward.
Just awkward. They were awkward.
Just
totally.
Yeah,
right. It's just weird.
As I've told, I'm sure a lot of people in my life, never been so happy to finish high school.
I loved high school.
Seriously wanted to get out of it quickly.
I loved it. I'd still be there if I could. That or university was a lot of fun too. Right. I was saying to the HHG, I feel like they had a reality show about, and I like go back to your university dorm for a month. I feel
my God.
I could still do that.
You could totally still do that. You're still going to act the exact same way. You're not going to go to your classes. You're going to bullshit
Gonna
your way through
go out
it.
every single night if somebody asks me to. Totally.
Yeah. Oh my
I would be
God.
social Lisa would be in full force.
Yes, you would.
Totally, right? There'd
Oh
be
my
there'd
God.
be no stopping me.
No.
Yeah, it'd be so fun. It'd be so fun.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh, back in the day.
Back in the
School
day.
dances. Awkward.
Super awkward.
But I did, it's funny that you're talking about this because I actually watched, for some reason, Valley Girl over the weekend.
His chest hair, awkward.
Nicolas Cage was a very interesting looking fellow when he was young.
He was not pretty.
No, but the girl who played his love interest, I forgot how interesting she was. And I forgot about her parents. Her parents were 70s childs. Oh my God.
I barely remember that movie. I
Oh my
remember
God.
the soundtrack. Great soundtrack.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh my
Right.
God.
Right.
Melt with You.
Yeah, like Psychedelic Furs, everybody on there,
Yes.
right? Modern
Oh my
English.
God. Such a good soundtrack. Love that soundtrack. But I was like, oh my God, I miss the 80s.
I know, right? Like, I would love to go back.
Oh, but then you know what? My mom found a picture of me in the 80s.
Ooh.
On Sunday, we were at my brother's because it was Shelby's birthday. And my mom's like, hey, look. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the best 80s picture of me.
I hope you're gonna post it.
I should, because maybe that's what we should do. We should post our 80s pictures.
Let's
because
do it.
For Thursday, because I had the typical hair, the typical glasses,
nice.
And I was wearing a sweater vest. All that shit.
Let's do it for Thursday. Post your picture.
God.
Post your 80s pic.
It was the best.
That's awesome. Good going, Samantha.
I miss it. It was fun back then.
We super fun.
God, the music was so good too.
Yeah, it was just a good time, right?
Yeah.
It was just a good time. Okay. Speaking of like our past and a good time, you've been asked to put 7 things into a time capsule. These 7 things would also include a picture that would help someone understand who you were.
Oh, good God.
What would you pick?
7 things in a capsule.
Or 5. Let's just do 5.
Okay, 5. And a picture of me?
There would be a picture of you, so they'd be like, okay, that's who she was.
Okay, so there's a picture of me. I would probably bring.
Remember, you're going to be dead.
I'm going to be dead. So okay. My favorite book.
Okay.
My crazy glasses.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book is The Pilgrimage.
Okay, so The Pilgrimage is going in the capsule.
It's going into the capsule. My glasses. My dead cat. My urn of my dead cat.
There you go. That's people be excited to dig that up.
Yeah, because he was important.
He was.
And oh my God, what else would I want to symbolize?
What about a food item? Would you do a food item?
Potato.
A potato.
Potato chips.
Potato chips.
Something like that. And what else? Oh, coffee.
And a coffee. So I would do with my picture, I would do my phone.
Of course.
My McRib. My favorite movie, which is Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
A mixtape from the 80s.
Oh, good one.
And I probably would want to do...
I didn't even think of music.
I probably would do a newspaper.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I like the news.
Yes, you like the news. Right? I would put music in mine. If I could have 6, I would put music.
Yeah, right. Some of your favorite tunes or something.
Yeah, probably a good, like you, probably something from the 80s.
Yeah, totally. Be kind of cool, right? And then in 100 years, they dig it up and they're like, oh, okay, look at her.
Oh, look at you, the ancient.
Right? Look what she was all about.
Oh, you know what? I could carry my favorite record, which is the Go-Go's.
It's always the Go-Go's with you.
Well, because that's the first album I ever bought.
I know. Mine was Men at Work. I had 2. My first one was Men at Work Down Under.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You come from a land down under. But my first 45 was the Bee Gees. Tragedy. The feeling's gone and you can't go wrong. It's tragedy. Right?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God.
That's what it was.
Awesome.
Kind of fun, hey?
So, friends of the podcast, maybe you should tell us what you would bring with you, or you would want to plant.
Maybe we'll ask that on the weekend.
Put in your capsule.
What do you put in your capsule?
But we're at this point of our podcast where we say, hey guys, we want your feedback about what we talk about. So send your comments to ismhead@gmail.com. And just a reminder is we did get emails. So people do this. So it would be great.
Be like Brittany.
You did too. Yeah. Be like Brittany, be like Andrea. And you might get mentioned during the episode. And just a reminder that you can also get some I Shake My Head swag at Threadless, which is ishakemyhead.threadless.com. And I also wanted to announce that over the weekend, we created a link tree in our bio. You can find it in our Instagram bio and our TikTok bio. So if you aren't sure where to download our podcast or find us on YouTube, you can go to the link tree in our bios in Instagram and TikTok, and all the links are there for you.
And we might even have a website coming.
We might.
Because people say you need to have one.
We're just crazy that way.
Right? We're just trying to move on up.
Moving on up.
Right? Moving on. Where are we going? Higher.
Higher.
Right?
And we just want to thank John Domingo for putting together our podcast and putting up with us because we have so many conditions.
So many conditions. We don't. He has the condition. I know he disagrees.
Yes,
right?
he does.
I think John Domingo and I, we don't always see eye to eye. That's our relationship right there. Samantha, anything else this week?
No, I'm good.
I'm better.
Oh my God.
Every time you set it up, and I can't just walk away from that. All right, Samantha. All right, friends of the podcast, have a great week. Samantha, always a pleasure.
It should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.